Bad Bunny. Yeah, that's
Bad
what I'm
Bunny.
gonna get on because people have been sharing a lot of things about Bad Bunny, and he was on SNL.
Yes.
Did you see his little smart comment on SNL?
Bro,
I'm
really?
gonna play it. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I'm gonna try to speed it up because SNL will definitely.
Uncle Denny said
strike
lots of upsets this weekend.
Yeah. You know what, Mom? Don't even pull up this video because I think SNL will copyright.
We got to watch a game with you, Uncle Denny.
I'm gonna speed it up, but let's see if we can.
No, but really, I'm very excited to be doing the Super Bowl, and I know that people all around the world who love me.
So I didn't play the full clip, but this is where he says what he says. So before this, he does like this whole monologue in Spanish, right? And then he starts speaking English, and this is what he says.
Thank you. No, but really, I'm very excited to be doing the Super Bowl, and I know that people all around the world who love my music are also happy, especialmente todos los latinos.
Oh no, this is weird. Okay, he did go into.
Y la latina en el mundo entero, y aquí en los Estados Unidos, todas las personas que han trabajado para abrir puertas, más que un logro mío. Más que un logro mío, es un logro de todo, demostrando que nuestra huella y nuestra aportación en este país nadie nunca la podrá sacar ni borrar. And if you didn't understand what I just said, you have 4 months to learn.
So
you have 4 months to learn.
4 months. How about you have 4 months to learn English?
Oh my God.
His English isn't even good.
I told Jess today, if Turning Point USA, they do some worship thing during that halftime,
all the women that come to our Super Bowl party gonna be mad.
They gonna be mad.
Because we changing the channel when that come on.
Yeah, I'm not wanting to move for nothing.
Yeah.
It's. I honestly don't even know anything about his music. I just know that he does, catchy things and people like him. But just watching some stuff, the stuff that he talks about, and the things that he straight up wore drag and did some like devil stuff. I'm like,
yeah, we showed all that last week.
There's no way. You should.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was him in Happy Gilmore.
What, the new?
Yeah,
I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's in that movie. He plays the caddy. But that's how much I don't know about Bad Bunny. Like, I didn't even recognize him.
I didn't even know who he was.
I know the name, but I couldn't tell you one song. Yeah. And like, I know when we were in Puerto Rico, we heard his music a lot, but I couldn't pick it out to you. Yeah. I just remember people mention it.
I didn't even know a thing about him until I saw him dressed like that, and then they saying, "Oh, well, he supported Puerto Rico." Yeah, he has to make a name for himself, so he's gonna do stuff for Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Well, I've been seeing a lot of people doing some breakdowns on a little bit of a connection between him and the Communist Party. So I'm gonna bring up some. You can bring this one up now, Mom. This is this old man talking about it to a guy on the street.
Bad Bunny is a plan. You know who's the owner of the Bad Bunny company? Rafael Jimenez Dan, vice president of the defense of Chavez in Venezuela.
You think he's a plant, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it is. Everybody is blind. Everybody is like this.
Blind.
Don't see the truth. They have a plan to destroy the democracy. They want everybody be comunista. Show me what happened with comunista in Venezuela, or in Cuba, or in Nicaragua. Show me what good do. Nothing.
And think about it. We were talking about this last week, like everything that he represents, everything that he portrays, gender bending, breaking social norms, breaking the nuclear family norms. Sounds a lot like Marxist, sounds a lot like communist, Yeah. And apparently the guy who owns his record label was the vice president under Chavez.
Wow.
So
he's a plant. They planted him.
So people are calling him a plant. I have another video of someone breaking it down here. Let's check this out.
I'm going to show you a video from a Latin American podcast of why this guy and the mainstream media is pushing this guy so hard to play at the.
You're going to have to read these subtitles because this girl talks fast in Spanish. So hopefully you can read along. Not her, but the one on the podcast.
Super Bowl halftime show. And you're going to understand why they have him on SNL doing skits and saying to provoke, oh, learn Spanish. You have 4 months. Watch. I put English captions here.
Bad Bunny es manejado por la productora Rimas Entertainment, cuyo propietario es Rafael Jiménez Dan, ex viceministro del gobierno de Hugo Chávez desde el 2006. Estoy hablando de la persona que manejó y que descubrió y que le puso dinero a Bad Bunny. ¿Por qué un militar del ejército venezolano pasa a producir música? ¿Qué carajo tiene que ver una cosa con otra?
Kind of reminds you, like, I don't know if you could read what she was saying. She was saying, why would a military need to produce music?
Yeah.
it reminds you of like why does the CIA or
CIA.
why does the Pentagon have a Hollywood budget?
Yep, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, like
Or
it
the
kinda,
music that they made was linked to like the CIA, or like everybody that the kids that were making the music were like kids of like military people.
Yes,
and,
the Laurel Canyon connection.
Yeah.
This guy wrote this book about all the artists that were around the Laurel Canyon area in California back in the late 50s and like 60s and stuff. Mamas and Papas. Who else? The Birds. Even I think Crosby, Stills and Nash. I think the Beach Boys. Charles Manson used to hang out over there. So many artists from that time during the hippie movement when that all took off and peace and love. Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison.
Jim
Yeah,
Morrison's
for sure.
father was a part of the Gulf of Tonkin false flag that got us into Vietnam.
Vietnam War. Yeah.
But all of these people, like, first of all, that Laurel Canyon music scene popped up out of nowhere, and it was all like built around a military installment. Even the radio station that popped up over there was like came out of nowhere. And all of these artists, all of them, the Mamas and Papas, all these people, their parents or them directly were connected to military. And when you look at all of their music was about like counterculture, revolution, communist ideas,
Yeah.
like. And this is what this is reminding me of, like when military gets involved in music and pushing the boundaries of culture and pushing sexualized ideas and destroying the nuclear family, all of those things.
Yeah. I heard. I don't know Spanish like that.
Yeah.
Took a couple years in high school.
You took Spanish 4, right? Weren't we in Spanish 4 together?
I did, but
Miss
bro,
Vogelsong, bro. You don't remember?
they start speaking. It's so hard to understand.
Tu no recuerdes.
Hola, clase, hoy es. That was our,
Nah, Miss Vogelsong ain't. Miss Vogelsong was from Costa Rica.
Yeah,
She
Miss Vogelsong was. Was she Spanish 4?
Yeah, she was Spanish 4. Well, maybe you didn't. She was 3 and 4.
Yeah,
Wait,
I didn't have I only had Vogelsong Spanish 2.
so then you weren't it. What did we have Bickford? 3?
Bigfoot was 1.
Nah, dude, because I had some other lady Spanish 1. Bickford was Spanish 2. I think I had Vogelsong for 3 and 4.
I think I had Miss Bigfoot Spanish. I don't think you remember better than
Yeah.
me, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, because Vogelsong was definitely like Spanish. I remember having her for Spanish 4 because she wouldn't speak English in the class.
Yeah, that's Spanish 4.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, I think I dropped it and took a study.
That's probably why I remember you there because
I started
Yes.
it. I'm like, man, I don't need this. I'm gonna take another study hall.
Yeah, because
I took so many study halls.
Bickford was 3 though, dude. I remember
Was
that.
she?
Yeah, Bickford was 3.
Yeah, I definitely took 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Anyway.
what was I saying? I don't know his music, but you were talking about the sexual. I don't know what else he says like that can link to communism, but from people that I know speak Spanish, they say that his music is very.
Well, they just said
they
it right there, that
sexualize
he's
everything.
that's communist. What
Yeah.
they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's gonna go into it a little bit more. I'll play a little bit more of what she says because she kind of goes into the sexualized aspect of it.
Se llama gente sí, cultura.
Cultural Marxism.
Ya no va a ser de clase. Ahora vámonos a través de la cultura a erosionar la identidad de género.
Gender identity.
Vamos a erosionar la
Erode
fe.
faith.
Vamos entonces a introducir todo este bombardeo sexual, identitario.
Sexual
Y
identity.
además vamos a ir contra los Estados Unidos, que es
Going
la
against the
nueva
United
heredera del
States.
comunismo latinoamericano.
So now you know. And if you go back to the beginnings of Bad Bunny, before he was known anywhere and he was in Puerto Rico making music, this is what he looked like, just like a normal rapper. Kind of cute even. And he used to wear a crucifix. Like, it's so weird. He was even photographed wearing
at this.
in 2020.
Is that not AI? What is that? We're to make America great again? Wait, what is that? Make Puerto Rico great again?
I don't know.
Make
Can't say that.
that isn't America. I can't tell what it says.
21. But one day he took off his crucifix and started doing this and throwing hand symbols and wearing whatever that is on his forehead, which we know. So in my opinion, I think he met the wrong people and sold his soul for fame and other things. That's him. Who's that?
Yep, they got tapes on him. They got tapes on him with the baby oil. That's why. That's how you get in the Super Bowl parties.
That's how you do it.
That's how you get the headline of Super Bowl. And then you think about like who's in charge of getting the acts. Rock Nation, Jay-Z. You know Jay-Z is about that Marxist agenda.
He's, if he says that he's in the Illuminati, you can believe him. Charlemagne.
Yeah.
A lot of Puerto Ricans are blind.
Oh yeah, they love
Yeah.
because
Oh.
this is why. And me and Jake have talked about this because they worship their identity over God. They the fact that they're Puerto Rican matters more to them. To see another Puerto Rican doing something, they worship that over than honoring God.
Yeah.
And Puerto Ricans like they have a lot of pride in being Puerto Rican. You know,
Yeah.
you see it with the parades. You see, I mean, a lot of all the Latin American places like they have a lot of, but Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and they seem to be even more like very just prideful about.
I have never been involved in any of that.
I know, Mom. It's crazy.
Right? It's
I
like
think that's why like we're not like indoctrinated in those ways because when we were younger, you know, you're trying to find your identity, and I remember like going to the parades and like, do I fit? Like trying to figure out, do I fit in here? No, I don't fit in here.
Yeah.
And
I never went to those things.
yeah, but I mean, when we were younger, you know, you're trying to find your
Yeah, I
tribe,
know.
and we're hanging around other Puerto Ricans, and
Yeah.
you're Puerto Rican, so it's like we want to fit in and we want to connect with people over our shared culture, but we didn't really grow up like that. Like we had other Puerto Rican friends in our neighborhood that we were friends with, but their home culture was clearly Puerto Rican,
Rican,
and ours wasn't.
Yeah.
I guess because we were mixed, you know. But yeah, but you kind of deal with that too. Like you're like an outcast in the Asian culture.
That sure am.
You know, which is interesting. It's always interesting to me, and I've brought this up to you ever since we were young because I noticed how cliquey Asians are and how like they all know each other, they all hang around each other, they're or they have like someone in common.
Well, there's a lot of Filipinos. We see that, you know, with the Filipinos definitely stick together.
Yeah, Cambodians too, though.
They do, but where was the Cambodians in Williamstown?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
Right.
why Johnson, I can't understand it. He is a
John
Filipino.
just he connected with them and they adopted him in.
No, but it's like that's what he hangs with the whole time.
But you know what's interesting about that, and I've had this conversation with him too, is like, yeah, you're their friend, but I still feel like he could never be like the inner circle.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like you can never be when it comes down to it brought into the inner. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they'll bring in outsiders. You know,
Right.
not blacks, but
It's like the chief of war. They
Yeah.
brought in that white dude.
yeah,
He's teaching
them English,
and
yeah.
stuff like that, but
yeah.
he's not.
No, he's not a even now Hawaiians don't look as the mainlanders as like,
There's a word. I forgot the word. Because me and Jess, we've been watching that show.
Yeah.
Witches.
it's dope, right?
Crazy.
It's dope. Wait till you get to where I'm at, bro. It's crazy.
we finished it.
Oh, you did. You did.
Yeah, we
watched
9 episodes.
because I had
nine
to.
episodes.
I had to wait every week. It comes out every week. You got to binge it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Isn't
it's
it a
9.
really good show?
Such a good
What's
show.
that show called?
It's called Chief of War. It's on Apple TV. It's about like the not ancient, but like when the settlers first got to Hawaii, and like the way those islands were warring with each other and the different tribes. Like there was a tribe that basically every island.
Every island was like its own kingdom.
Yeah,
The island of Hawaii and then
Maui and then Kauai.
But in on each island there's like head chiefs
Yeah.
of the island, and then
Wow.
there's like a king or
Yeah.
whatever like that rises up, and they're warring with each other.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it shows that side of the conquering warrior type of deal, and then the white man comes in on a ship, and there's
Yeah, they introduced guns.
yes.
And that brutality to the situation. And yeah, that last battle though.
Oh my goodness, yo,
That was crazy, right?
Crazy.
Yeah, and they do these things to honor their gods. Each island has its own god that it believes
Yeah.
is our god is stronger than your god. It's very very
Yeah.
like they really tried to be accurate with it. I like the way they did it.
There was a word that I don't know. You remember everything. There's a word that they use for the pale skin.
Yes,
That's the word that they still use. And Jess was because she has a friend that lives in Honolulu now that she went to visit a couple years ago actually, and they were using that word still, and she talked about how racist Hawaiians are
yeah,
to like any other type of culture.
yeah, man.
You know
Is it Ilikia?
what is it? No, late. Yeah, I think it starts with a L. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, Likia.
Yo, but every time though, something funny. Kamehameha.
Dude, I told you about
I
that,
was
right? Like, Kamehameha. Yo.
Kamehameha.
Every time they were saying that, I'm
What
like,
does
yo.
that mean?
No,
That's the name of the king.
one of the kings is named that, but
Yeah,
it's also
on
the
Hawaii.
name of Goku's fireball in Dragon Ball Z.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
And every time they said it,
Yeah.
I just think of Goku
I-
or Krillin.
I kept saying, I kept saying that to Liz while we were watching. She's just like, I don't know what that is. And then I showed her, like, I went on X and showed her like Goku doing the Kamehameha. She's like, okay, great.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But great show though,
Yeah.
man. Like,
And you know, Lisa Lopez posted, "Oh, I watch Bad Bunny."
Oh, our cousin, yeah.
yeah.
Well, she's a proud
Oh,
Puerto
my
Rican,
God.
Yeah.
proud Puerto Rican, yeah. But yeah, she'll be at our show. Shout out to our cousin Lisa, man. She
She
shows
said
mad
she's
love.
gonna come.
I think I saw her post something about buying tickets. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I have to see because John, I asked him. He was like, "Oh, I don't know."
Uncle Dan, you coming to our show? Come to Philly.
Okay, so yeah, went
Great
on a little
show.
tangent there. Great show.
Sorry, I
What-
started.
what- why did we get into that though?
I don't know.
We were talking about
What we were talking about?
communism. We were talking
Oh,
about
okay.
Bad Bunny.
We were talking about Bad Bunny. What linked it though?
You're talking about Puerto Rican pride and all that. So there's pride in each of the Hawaiian different areas. You know.
Oh no, we were talking about because we were talking about like in-group preference. That's how we got there. We're
Yeah.
talking about in-group preference. I was talking about how Asians are very
Oh, yeah.
inclusive.
Yeah.
Like they don't like
And
a lot of
then
outsiders.
Linked it to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaiian say.
Right.
Right.
I mean, honestly, that's every
That's what I say.
culture.
That's what I'm
man.
saying. Like
That's
people
every-
want
They
to
stay together.
right. It's called in-group preference.
Yeah.
Like we all do it.
Yeah.
We all do it, and people have created this idea of white supremacy and racism and all of that, but will not acknowledge their own prejudices and in-group preferences. Like that's natural. Like it's okay for someone to say, "Oh, I'm starting a black-owned business. I'm only going to hire black people. I'm
Yep.
not hiring nobody else."
Yep.
And people, that's totally
And
fine.
It's okay for that. But imagine a white guy saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if we look at our in-group preferences for what's the first in-group preference? Your family, right?
Mm-hmm.
If there's limited resources available to anyone, the first thing they're going to take care of is their household.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
That's going to be your preference to only care about them.
Yep.
And then it expands out from there. Then it's, your extended family. Then it's your friends. Then it's maybe your neighborhood, maybe your community. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if that happens to be your community is only the people in your culture, like we only see that a problem with certain races.
Yeah.
For some reason. Because everybody does that.
Yeah.
Everybody does that. It's like, it's something kind of psychologically innate in us. I'm not saying it's a good thing and we should be doing that, but I'm saying like to pretend like we don't all suffer from that
Yeah.
is disingenuous.
Yeah. And you're lying to yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Disingenuous.